Okay, guys, let us begin. I'm sharing my screen now. So this is the document. Uh, what we are planning is this is welcome to the flipped classes. In flipped classes, we won't be teaching you a lot, but we would be discussing, debating. We would be having fun, basically, learning the UPSC topics, which is provided in the. Karan is asking for the link. Which link, Chitra ma'am? We will be discussing the UPSC syllabus. The hypothesis is, what is the hypothesis? Our theory was, if you don't do certain mains only subjects, if you're preparing for 2026, if you don't do certain mains only subjects, like there are 7 mains only subjects, for instance, Indian society, governance, international relations, social justice, internal security, disaster management, ethics. These 7 subjects, which you can score around 200 plus if you study strategically well. If you don't do it by October, November, you will never do it. You will never do it because post November, post December, you will fall into that lust of covering the core subjects, covering polity, economy, because you have to clear the prelims examinations, right? So by November, by October, November, we have to complete these 7 mains only subjects. Only if you do it now very well, you have to do it very well. If you do it very well, right, you can write wonderfully good essays, you can score very well over there, because otherwise you fall into that list of covering polity, economy, history, etc., environment, etc., the current affairs, CSAT, etc. And post prelims, only 2.5 months until your mains, you won't be able to do them efficiently, you won't be able to score very well. So this is the strategy. That's why we are taking up. We have a schedule here with us, which we have shared with you people. Uh, the Indian Society GS paper 1. Today we would be beginning. We would be doing the salient features of Indian society, right? Then post that we'll be doing until 11th of August. Post that we'll begin the governance. Post that there, as you can see, there is a good. Okay, I understood what Chitra ma'am was saying now. It's okay. So we'll be doing governance, international relations, social justice, internal security, all of this. So this is your schedule. We have shared this schedule in your mains group. We have also shared with you the document. So we will be sharing these documents, PDFs with you, very small documents, 3 pager, 4 pager
Sir,
document.
sir, excuse me. Sorry for interrupting.
Sure, sure.
Sir, I am a new student here. I have joined 1 hour earlier only. So kindly please make me a part of the group as well, so I can
Definitely,
simply
definitely. Kriti ma'am would be doing it right now, within next few minutes. Chitra ma'am would be doing
okay, sir. Thank you.
it.
Thank you.
Okay, okay. And you guys can interrupt me anytime you want. Okay. This will be a
Okay,
fun
sir.
fun type of sessions. We are beginning with the foundations of Indian society. So it's my duty to explain you some small basic things before we begin about Indian society. Where is the locus, where is the focus of Indian society. So we'll be doing it very quickly. Let me just uh, create this whiteboard. So as we have very less time, we have to cover a lot of interesting things today. We would be having debates, answer writing, and all today, but very quickly. Uh, where is Indian society? Indian society, GS paper 1, important, very important. Around you are finding somewhere between 5 to 8 questions, right? So around 80 marks, sometimes 100 marks as well. Very important subject. Right. So it is located in General Studies paper 1, Indian Society. The name is Indian Society. So where it is asked, is it asked in prelims examinations? Not really. Okay. You have to focus with respect to the mains examination only, right? There is syllabus has been very clearly given. For instance, they're talking about diversity, women empowerment, population dynamics, globalization effects, social empowerment. So the syllabus is very well defined. So you have to stick to the syllabus and prepare for the mains. And in personality test, the PT, the interview, they will certain questions are asked by this interview panel, which revolves around the certain issues regarding Indian society and all. So the key areas, if you ask me, which are the key areas which you should be focusing on, the diversity of India, gender issues, and urbanization, right? Plus migration, right? Effects of globalization, very important topic. Then social empowerment, right? The class versus caste divide in India, purity, empowerment, purity and pollution, all these things. So what are the sources? What are the sources? So we have shared some very well researched study materials PDF, which I will show you now, right? We have already shared with you. If you have not got, I will show you now. We will be sending it to you as well in the mains players group. So pardon me, I'm having my coffee as well. It was a rough day professionally. So what are the sources? What are the sources? Our sources, our PDFs are pretty good. We have done a lot of research to produce that those PDFs. It is very good. It can act as your 1-pager or 2-pager notes, topic wise notes for the entire mains only subjects, subtopic syllabus. Every day we will be providing it to you, so it will act as a very good 1-pager, 2-pager notes, what we can call. It is filled with very good examples, right? Philosophical concepts, case studies, definitions, phenomenons, etc. We'll also be adding in the future days the diagrams and all, flowcharts and all. So other than this, NCERTs, a good source to start with for your Indian society. NCERT is class 11 and class 12, of course. There are introducing introducing sociology, right? And understanding society. You can read it in one go. You can read it in few days, in 3 to 4 days you can read it. Then there is one good book, old edition. This is old edition, Indian Society by Ram Ahuja sir, right? It gives you in-depth analysis it gives you of certain features of Indian society. There is one more book by the same author, Social Problems in India.
Good morning, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good morning, sir. आज अभी morning है. Good morning. Then
good evening.
Good evening. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
कंटेंट तो सोशोलॉजी के लिए अच्छा बता रहे हैं सर.
जी sir. And Yojana and Kurukshetra as well. Yojana and Kurukshetra, it provides you valuable insights on the ongoing governmental schemes, etc. Right. Additional then what are the other sources? Newspapers, of course, government reports and surveys, right?
सर सोशोलॉजी के लिए
and you can follow some magazines like EPW, Frontline. बहुत ही ज़्यादा बता रहा हूँ, but just I'm telling you, putting across the table क्या resources है. So these are the resources. Then again, the most importantly, you guys have to focus on the PYQs, right? PYQs पर आपको focus करना पड़ेगा, because you will identify the patterns. You can identify the patterns, right? And practicing answer writing, flip classes, analytical thinking development, ये सारा you can do. But ये सारे चीज़ you guys already know if you're preparing for UPSC. But what we should really understand is the changes happened in the Indian society section, right? We have to focus on that. For instance, let's say in 2026 or 2027, there was a question. I think 2014, right? I'm not sure, but there was a question. Explain the 4 most important salient features of Indian society. So ये क्या है? This is static question, static syllabus है, static question है, right? And 2022 I think एक question आया था. Explain the impact of work from home on Indian families. Wow, now this is a question, right? Of course, post COVID-19 lockdown ke baad, there were several editorials in the Hindu Indian Express about this. But on Indian families के ऊपर, on that, in that pressure situation where in 8 minutes में आपको एक answer लिखना है, right? Coming up with good answer, it won't be possible. So it has changed. The pattern of difficulty level pattern of asking questions in mains has changed. UPSC has changed it. So likewise, we have to prepare, keeping in mind the demand of the exam, demand of the UPSC, right? Indian society. Based on that only we have to prepare. ऐसे ही prepare करना है हमको. So like that only we will be preparing. This is the most important thing which you have to keep in mind. So don't study like जो करते थे ना in our schools and all. We used to defocus or take it for granted moral science, right? Computers and all, PT. Don't take it for granted. This is a scoring subject, guys. Scoring subject, and easily you can score. Very interesting. You already know you are living in Indian society. You know the inside out of Indian society, right? And you have to just streamline it. थोड़ा optimize करना है, right? Right. And how you should prepare? How you should prepare? So our PDF encompasses everything which you need. You have to just replicate it in the exams. But more importantly, two things we will be doing in these flipped classes: understanding. We will understand it like anything, right? Understanding is very important. Analytical thinking develop karna is important, but in your answer. But what is the trap here? The trap is you will write, as you are living in Indian society, you will take it for granted and you will write mediocre answers. And जब आप mediocre and साधारण answers लिखोगे, when you write mediocre answers, you will get mediocre marks. So we have to go little bit overboard in these flip classes. I will take you little bit overboard. How overboard? Certain new phenomenons I will introduce to you, like cultural syncretism or culinary syncretism. So some certain phenomenons I will introduce to you people, right? And these phenomenons, these concepts you will be using in your answers. You will make your answers rich. That's how you will score, write better answers to difficult questions, and you will score better scores as well. Better score you will get in this mains papers. So we will jump in because we have to complete in 60 minutes. It's a challenge we have given to ourselves. We have to, because we don't believe in 2 hours, 3 hours classes. It's a waste of time if you ask me. So directly we will jump to our PDF. So this is the PDF which we had developed, right? Of course, we have taken it, we have researched a lot to develop this PDF. You can see here. We have taken a lot of references. We have used AI as well. We have used other academies materials as well, right? We are upfront about what we do, how we function. Okay, I'm getting a call, but I won't take this call. Okay, so you guys have got this PDF, quite self-explanatory in nature. So we don't want to be, there are two kinds of teachers. Like today, arts ka teachers, I'm criticizing them. They're not teachers, but they are presenters, right? Like PPT, they make a PPT and they read it out. We don't want to become that. So we will have a very mature debate, discussion, right? So salient features may, how you should study the salient features. This is the summary. This is the preamble of your entire Indian society, right? So how you should study the summary should be studied at the end, after studying everything, right? Because salient features maybe would be studying Indian society. Kya hai? Indian society, there is caste system in Indian society, there is patriarchy in Indian society. So only when we have learned the familial structure, only when we have understood the caste system in India, only when we have understood the communalism in India, we should be coming to the salient features, right? But we are doing it at
सर मैं कुछ बोलूँ सर?
जी बिल्कुल.
सर सोसाइटी के लिए आप ये बुक्स प्रेफर कर रहे हैं ना, क्लास 11 की और क्लास 12 की, और राम ओझा की जो 2 बुक्स आती है, सोशल प्रॉब्लम्स इन इंडिया एंड और एक बुक आती है, और हम योजना वोजना ना पढ़ करके, हम गवर्नमेंट वेबसाइट से नहीं हो सकता, जैसे कि सोशल जस्टिस एंड एम्पावरमेंट हो गया,
No, this is
वुमेन एंड चाइल्ड डेवलपमेंट
no,
हो
this
गया।
is an open-ended solution, Karan. Because क्योंकि you need not follow anything, any of them. I know few toppers. They said मैंने सर हिंदू पढ़ा ही नहीं है. I have never touched the Hindu. I was completely dependent on the coaching materials, monthly magazine. So these are all
वही बात।
subjective. So you can decide what कि कहाँ से आप बेस्ट कॉन्सेप्चुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग ला सकते हो एंड कहाँ से आप बेस्ट आंसर्स लिख सकते हो. दैट इज द थिंग, राइट. सो लेट अस सो दिस.
वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ सर,
जी जी बोलिए.
वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि आखिर द हिंदू को कंपलसरी माना गया है, तो बच्चे कहाँ से प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं?
नहीं, कोई कंपलसरी नहीं मान रहा है. वो इस कंपलसरी कौन बोल रहा है हिंदू को?
गवर्नमेंट वेबसाइट से उनके लिए हाँ। नहीं, मैंने जब स्टार्ट किया था लाइक 2-3 महीने पहले, तो मेरे को मतलब पता चला था फोबिया के लिए।
So nothing to worry about it, Karan. You can focus on which material best works for you. That's right. I can only be dependent on this PDF. Otherwise, you can go overboard and study other stuff as well. So there is no
Sir, I
one
guess
best way.
the way I remember, sir, actually, sir, I am a new aspirant, sir. मैं fresh aspirant हूँ.
जी सर,
कोई
जी सर.
experience नहीं है मेरे को. एक ही सीरियस अटेम्प्ट मेरा एक ही है, ऐसे मैं तैयारी तो हुआ एक साल करते हुए. बट सर मैंने जहां तक सिलेबस पढ़ा है उसमें तो ये लिखा था लाइक द हिंदू, सो आई डोंट थिंक सो इट इज कंपल्सरी टू रीड हिंदू ही ओनली. लाइक देयर आर टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया एज वेल, इंडियन एक्सप्रेस एज वेल, तो सारे न्यूज़पेपर ही इक्वल ही देते हैं. बट सर पर्सनली सर न्यूज़पेपर is for me is very hectic because you have to be very consistent with that. So like that's what I
I will
wanted
show
to
you
specify.
one of our aspirants notes. Just थोड़ा detour लेते हैं 2 minutes का, then we'll slightly jump back to the mains players में. We have a very serious aspirant. All aspirants are wonderful. We love all our aspirants. But इसीलिए दिखा रहा हूँ the kind of competition there is. This is Pranshu's newspaper notes. Just look at her newspaper notes. The kind of notes she is making. Right? India, Middle East, Europe, economic corridor. So इससे क्या होगा ना, शी इज मेकिंग 1 पेजर नोट्स एवरी डे. सो 360 डेज का 360 1 पेजर नोट्स इनके साथ रहेगा. एंड इफ शी रियली रिवाइजेस देम वेरी वेल, द काइंड ऑफ आंसर्स
Yes,
शी
sir.
विल बी राइटिंग वुड बी वेरी गुड. तो इट
And
इज
sir, they have also made diagrams, so understanding that concept is very easy. Like examiner बहुत तुरंत देख के they will give the marks.
राइट. एंड एमसीक्यू में इजीली याद आ जाएगा इनको. Right,
जी sir.
when they ask you. So it's highly subjective in nature, but what we suggest is read newspapers. Read the Hindu हो सकता है या Indian Express हो सकता है, because इसमें थोड़ा entertainment का news कम होता है when compared to newspapers like Times of India and all. The editorials are
Yes, sir.
specific, right? They're the government के policies के ऊपर यहाँ पर editorials लिखा जाता है. So you can focus on that. But 10 o'clock के बाद we will have these open-ended discussions. Now let us टूट पड़ते एकदम topics में, right? So we have very interesting stuff going on today. That's why we have very interesting content for you guys. Okay. So already we have given you the PDFs, and if you have not gone through the PDFs as well, you can go through them. Very self-explanatory in nature. I'm actually rejecting a call here, guys. Okay, I'm really sorry. Okay guys, okay, I'm really sorry. So we'll begin, right? We will begin. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
it must be Samaj is at least attended exams. Because we are getting,
I beg your pardon.
yeah. So you're getting some number of calls again and again, right?
No, I'm not.
If you want, just go and do.
No, not important
Okay.
at all. Don't worry. Okay. So we will be switching between this PDF and we will go to the keyboard, because इसको पढ़ के कोई फायदा नहीं है. We don't want to be those presenters. Salient features. So what इसका topic का what is the how you should study it basically. ये summary है and summary की तरह पढ़ा जाना चाहिए. दिस थिंग को। एंड बेसिकली इसके ऊपर कोई डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस नहीं आएगा, जैसे कास्ट सिस्टम के ऊपर आता है क्वेश्चंस, राइट, जैसे कि कम्युनलिज्म के ऊपर आता है, डायरेक्ट रीजनलिज्म के ऊपर आता है, डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस वोंट कम, बट वी आर सेटिंग अप अ फाउंडेशन टू अ फ्यूचर फ्लिप क्लासेस, राइट। जो आगे के टॉपिक्स है उसके बारे में आप पढ़ने के लिए इसको अंडरस्टैंड करना वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है, राइट। सो हमारा ओल्डेस्ट सिविलाइजेशन है, वी आर वन ऑफ द ओल्डेस्ट सिविलाइजेशन, अ लॉन्ग शेयर्ड हेरिटेज है हमारा, राइट। एंड द बेस्ट थिंग वी हैव डन इज वी हैव टेकन, जो इन्वेडर्स भी आए थे उनसे भी हमने लाइक इन्वेजन्स हुआ था, लाइक मुगल इन्वेजन, ब्रिटिश इन्वेजन, द टर्क्स एक्सेट्रा, उनसे हमने वी हैव assimilated the certain practices, right, we have assimilated certain practices. This is our USP, इंडियन सोसाइटी का USP। तो इसके बारे में थोड़ा समझते हैं, दिस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज आई सेड थोड़ा फिनोमिनॉन्स को समझना इंपॉर्टेंट है। सो दिस फिनोमिनॉन इज कॉल्ड एज कल्चरल सिंक्रेटिज्म। ये क्या होता है, rather than just rejecting the other cultures which who invaders, हमने उसका फ्यूजन बना दिया, राइट, हमने ब्लेंड कर दिया, वी ब्लेंडेड इट इनटू अ डिस्टिंक्ट कल्चरल ट्रेडिशन, डिस्टिंक्ट कल्चरल प्रैक्टिस, हाइब्रिड कल्चरल एक्सप्रेशन को हमने फॉर्म किया है। एंड लाइक दिस यू विल बी राइटिंग, यू विल बी यूजिंग सर्च टर्म्स आंसर्स में, एंड इसको और एक टर्म वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टर्म है, द टर्म इज कॉल्ड एज गंगा जमुना और यमुना, यू कैन से गंगा जमुना यमुना तहजीब। They say that what is this Ganga Yamuna Tehzeeb? It is an harmonious blend of Hindu Muslim cultural practices, especially कहाँ पे, नॉर्थ इंडिया में, राइट। अराइजिंग कब हुआ है, when did it happen? Especially during the Delhi Sultanates and Mughal periods. So you remember, you write all these things because these things will enrich your answers. And what is this Ganga Jamuna, Ganga Yamuna Tehzeeb? What does it means? It metaphorically, this is metaphorical, एक मेटाफोरिकली रेफरेंस करता है कॉन्फ्लुएंस, दो नदियाँ मिल रही हैं, राइट, टू रिवर्स कॉन्फ्लुएंस हो रहे हैं, गंगा एंड हिंदू रिवर, जमुना या यमुना मुस्लिम इन्फ्लुएंस, राइट, है ना, दिस इज द मेटाफोरियल। सो ब्यूटिफुल, इट्स गुड, राइट। सो दिस इज द थिंग, जैसे कि कहाँ वेयर इट इज़ हैपनिंग द कल्चरल सिंक्रेटिज्म। एग्जाम्पल्स लेते हैं, लेट्स टेक सम एग्जाम्पल्स। बिरयानी, राइट, बिरयानी एग्जाम्पल्स ले रहे हैं, इट इज़ एंड इस सोसाइटी में ना डोंट डू दिस फैक्ट चेकिंग एक्सरसाइज, it is not necessary. Fact checking exercise only, you have to quote NCRB data according to Ministry of Social Justice, ऐसे डाटा को there you should be true। ऐसे बिरयानी हो गया, देन शेरवानी हो गया, राइट, उर्दू लैंग्वेज हो गया, डोंट फैक्ट चेक इट, स्पेशली इंडियन सोसाइटी में, राइट। मल्टीपल इंटरप्रिटेशंस है, मल्टीपल स्कॉलरली आर्टिकल्स है, सो दे से इट इज़ पर्शियन तुर्किक ओरिजिन है, राइट। लेकिन मुगल ये इन्फ्लुएंस था, देर वॉज द मुगल इन्फ्लुएंस, राइट, बट अभी क्या हो गया, वी हैव इंटीग्रेटेड एज एन इंडियन फॉर्म, नाउ इट हैज बिकम अ पैन इंडियन डिश विद रीजनल वेरिएंट्स, मुरादाबादी बिरयानी, हैदराबादी बिरयानी, Dindigul biryani, Hospet biryani. I don't like, I'm sorry, I will offend many people here. I don't like potato, aloo nahi chahiye, potato nahi chahiye biryani mein. I don't like.
Sir, in Bengal we have potato in
I know.
I am from Bengal, sir. I recently
Yes,
had
sir,
that.
I too had, sir.
Sorry
Bengal.
if I offend you.
They said all.
No, sir, no offense, sir. Even I discarded. I discarded.
You come to Bangalore. You come to Bangalore. I will feed you the best biryani. Pura India.
So, sir, honestly speaking, sir, I was in Tamil Nadu for 4 years and I didn't like biryani over there.
Where in Bangalore, may I ask? I've been in Bangalore for 5 years. Couldn't find a good biryani something. So just out of curiosity.
Yes, sir. Honestly, sir, biryani is only North Indian, sir.
No.
Biryani is.
Have you eaten Shivaji Military Hotel?
Sir, I have never been to Bangalore, sir. When I will come, I will just.
I'm not been to Shivaji Mitra Hotel. Where is it, sir? If I may ask, because
I will take you. You come here. And even
Okay, sure.
someone told about even I was in Tamil Nadu, Chennai for a year or so during COVID. I hated the biryani.
Yes, the biryani
Ch-
is very bad, bro. It's like just someone get up in the morning and just took some rice, took some stuff, and just put some chicken in it, and that's it. The
and
biryani is
I
done.
was in Delhi as well. The thing they call that Hyderabadi biryani, Moradabadi biryani, इतना bland क्यों होता है भाई?
I don't
So
know,
much.
sir. Like I haven't
Muradabadi
eaten.
biryani is, you find it in Delhi,
Sir,
and
have
It's pretty bad.
yeah.
I don't know much.
Have you been to
The bi-
Kerala? Have you been to Kerala?
I have not been to
There's a
Kerala,
thing
but I
called
heard.
kappa
they-
biryani.
Acha. You should eat donne biryani. Donne biryani. Sorry guys, we are going off track here. But let's come back. Let's come back. All right.
yes, sir.
We'll have this discussion post 10 p.m. This is the thing. Urdu language हो गया. Again fact check नहीं करते हैं. Urdu language हो गया. It is a fusion of Persian. It's a fusion of Arabic. बोलते हैं. It's a fusion of Turkish origin and Prakrit as well. Some words of Prakrit you can find in Urdu, right? Mughal architecture हो गया, like Fatehpur Sikri हो गया, Taj Mahal हो गया. It is क्या है? It is blended with the Rajputana, right? You'll give all these examples, guys. Rajputana and indigenous Indian motifs ho gaya. So these are the things. So these are the things you have to remember, that cultural syncretism, right? This is the most important feature of Indian society, which you will not find in other societies easily. Like that unity in diversity, you will not find. For instance, example, you can give this example while you're writing answer as well. Professor Sri Amartya Sen sir, in his wonderful book, The Argumentative Indian, it was in his kitab mein, he talks about India. It says a very practical thing, that is India जो है, it is made up of, India is made up of plural traditions, right? He says that Indian identity जो है, it is not singular, it is not static, right? And to back it, we have our constitutional values है in our constitution. Indian secularism हो गया, pluralism हो गया. It reflects this, again such terms are important. It reflects, you will be writing these terms, it reflects this historical, cultural accommodation, right? Not separation of religion नहीं है इंडिया में, right? There is what there is equal respect है, coexistence है. The Indian way of secularism, that is, as you might be knowing this, modern sociologist, this might be a field day for those who are having sociology optional. Ashish Nandi क्या बोलते हैं इसे, Indians civilizational openness, right, to external influences. So this is the thing, this is the key features, syncretism. We learned from other even from the invaders से भी हमने सीखा है, right? शेरवानी हो गया, ताजमहल आर्किटेक्चर हो गया, right? Let's go further. Let's discuss this interesting Bhakti and Sufi movements, the various dimensions, right? The society में various dimensions भी इसमें सीखने की कोशिश करते हैं. This phenomenon is called as religious syncretism, right? Blend हो गया. Bhakti movement basically it was Hinduism nature. Sufi movement basically it was Islamic movement हो गया. Like Sufi movement, what does Sufi movement say? It says it talks about ishq hai hakiki, right? Ishq hai hakiki, that is the divine love, right? There are key figures like Kabir हो गया, Mirabai हो गया, Nizamuddin Auliya ho gaye, right? They what they did basically, they rejected the caste hierarchy. They rejected the rituals. They rejected the formal. Guys, please mute yourself. Rejected the formal Sharia, the clerical rigidity. They rejected this, right? This is what they did. Uh, further, if you see uh, studies Punjabi Sufi Bhakti poetry like that of Bulle Shah, it breached various religious divides as well. So that is the thing, guys. That is the thing. Cultural syncretism and religious syncretism ये हो रहा है in Indian society, and Indian society is dynamic in nature, a syncretic in nature, right? Continuously we are evolving, कंटिन्यूस इवोल्यूशन हो रहा है, कंटिन्यूस एडेप्टेशंस हो रहा है, ग्लोबलाइजेशन को, इन्वेजन्स को, माइग्रेशंस को, कॉस्मो लेट अस डिस्कस दिस, इसको थोड़ा और लेट अस थोड़ा डायमेंशंस देखते हैं, राइट? सिटीज़ लाइक व्हाट इज़ हैपनिंग इन मेट्रो सिटीज़ लाइक बैंगलोर में क्या हो रहा है, मुंबई में मेट्रो सिटीज़ में क्या हो रहा है. देयर इज़ अ टर्म, द टर्म इज़ urban cosmopolitanism or cosmo urbanization में you'll be using all these terms. Cosmopolitan urbanism, right? इसमें क्या हो रहा है? These cities are acting like sites of cultural exchange, right, where people from very diverse background आ रहे हैं, like, right? You sometimes we don't know Bangalore में are we living in Bangalore or are we living in Chennai, right? Lot of Tamilian peoples are coexisting in Bangalore, right? यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Pluralism, mobility, and most importantly multicultural negotiation हो रहा है, राइट? इसको विल फर्दर थोड़ा फिनोमिनॉन्स स्टडीज समझते हैं, बिकॉज यू कैन एनरिच योर आंसर लाइक एनीथिंग. इधर आप बाजी मारना है, यू हैव टू डिफीट एलिमिनेट अदर ओपोनेंट्स हियर बाय यूजिंग टर्म्स लाइक दिस, बाय यूजिंग कॉन्सेप्ट्स, फिनोमिनॉन्स, केस स्टडीज लाइक दिस. एक टर्म है ग्लोकलाइजेशन, राइट? इसको सोशियोलॉजी ऑप्शनल स्टूडेंट्स, डू यू नो हु गेव दिस ग्लोकलाइजेशन? सोशियोलॉजिस्ट, इनका नाम था रोलैंड. ऑब्वियसली द नेम्स आर नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट, जीएस में आप कोट भी नहीं करोगे. इसका क्या है? इट इज़ अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ ग्लोबल एंड लोकल. इसमें क्या कर रहा है? द ग्लोबल इन्फ्लुएंसेस जो है टेक्नोलॉजी में हो गया, फ्यूजन, क्यूजिन, or in language, how they're adapted into local context. Because of this it is emerging hybrid culture, right? And there is one more phenomenon, it is called as global cities theory. इसमें क्या हो रहा है? What this the thinker Saskia Sassen, not important the name of the thinker, they is saying this, a transnational flows is happening of people, of capital, of culture. And what is this doing? It is shaping new urban subjectiveness, a new cultural practices, fusion of Indian and global movies, street food, that gobi manchurian, that Szechuan noodles, China में भी नहीं है, it is specific to India. And if you go to further tier 2 cities, it becomes gopi manchurian, right? A new urban subjectiveness, it is nowhere to be found, India में ही found होता है, right? So this is, and very interesting terms further you can use in your answers. And don't think by using these terms आपके general studies का paper it will become like optionals paper, नहीं होगा. You go and look at the toppers answer copies today, they are using these terms. This is the new phenomenon, right? This is the new way, right? Then Arjun Appadurai sir, in his book Modernity at Large, he uses the terms or gives the concepts of ethnoscapes or mediascapes. Basically ये क्या है, एथनोस्केप्स, मीडियास्केप्स, ये क्या है, इज सेइंग हाउ द ग्लोबल फ्लोस, ट्रांसनेशनल फ्लोस आर रीशेपिंग the local culture, especially in cities like Mumbai and Bangalore, right? So आगे चलते, so we are talking about the syncretism. So I hope ऐसे your understanding. So syncretism, and see like wearing kurta with the jeans, right? Only in India, found only in India, right? That is the feature of India. That is the feature of Indian society. Dynamic है, syncretic है, right? The Rashtrapati Bhavan itself. बटर चिकन के बारे में बात करते हैं. विल टॉक, आई एम नॉन वेजिटेरियन, आई एम सॉरी वेजिटेरियन folks. So let's talk about the butter chicken itself. Butter chicken, this phenomenon is called as culinary syncretism. फर्दर मैं कंफ्यूज करना चाहता हूँ आपको, बट इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज पोस्ट colonial globalization. This butter chicken, right? A fusion है. This butter chicken is fusion. Do you know what it is called in Hindi? Murg makhani, right? Indian cuisine, an hybrid form of cuisine है, right? It emerged. Where did it emerge from? From the Punjabi tandoori cooking ट्रेडिशन. इसमें क्या होता था ट्रेडिशनली, व्हाट वाज हैपनिंग हियर, क्रीम हो गया, बटर हो गया, टोमेटो ग्रेवी हो गया, है ना? एंड व्हाट डिड हाउ डिड कॉलोनियल प्रेफरेंस कैसे आ गया? द ब्रिटिश यूज्ड टू लाइक रिच सॉसी डिशेस, तो और सॉसी बन गया है, और रिच बन गया, और रिच बन गया.
They use a lot of butter and
Absolutely.
flour in their dishes.
Absolutely. And if you talk about the origins itself, you can write it, write all this in your essays, right? Origin again subjective होता है. Don't fact check Indian society का examples and all. But they say दिल्ली में 1950s में in the मोती महल होटल में by कुंदन लाल गुजराल साहब ने इनको, he was a basically, who was he? He was a पंजाबी हिंदू refugee. कहाँ से थे? From Peshawar. So are you understanding the uniqueness of Indian culture, right? So I don't मेरे पास रेसिपी है, रेसिपी कभी और डिस्कस करेंगे इसको. आई एम अ गुड कुक बेसिकली. तो दिस इज द थिंग. अभी क्या हो गया है नाउ दैट ग्लोबलाइजेशन पोस्ट कॉलोनियल आइडेंटिटीज को मिल गया है, राइट? दिस बटर चिकन को नाउ व्हाट हैज हैपेंड, वेस्टर्न पैलेट्स को सेटिस्फाई करने के लिए नाउ वी हैव बटर चिकन पिज्जा, right? So this is what is happening. This is the post partition culinary adaptation, right? This is the thing. So we can go further, I think. No need to dwell in here. Traditionalism with modernity again. Yoga pants था पहले, not right? Millennials practicing yoga in high-end gyms में, right? Integration of HIIT yoga, high intensity interval training, है ना? Traditionalism with modernity, ये हो रहा है. This is happening, right? So I don't want to dwell इसको line by line पढ़ना नहीं चाहता हूँ, because it is quite self-explanatory in nature. Unity in diversity. So many religions, so many castes, so many languages. We can talk about the languages because ये current affairs का issue है अभी with respect to the violence with respect to language in Karnataka and Maharashtra. So what is the, इसको क्या बोल सकते हैं? How you will write? You will just write language wars. In language wars term इस्तेमाल करोगे आंसर राइटिंग में? No, you have to use linguistic. This is how you should study for UPSC. Nationalism, or again you can go one step further and you can say, you can criticize it when violence is happening, no matter who is doing. Chauvinism, linguistic chauvinism, subnational linguistic identity politics आप बोल सकते हो, राइट? तो ये क्यों हो रहा है, बेसिकली क्यों हो रहा है? अगेन दिस इज लिंग्विस्टिक नेशनलिज्म, डिफाइन भी कर सकते हैं हम. इट इज़ द असर्शन.
सर शॉविनिज्म का मतलब क्या होता है सर?
मतलब हिंदी में कैसे समझाओ? चौवनिज्म मतलब मेल.
सर इंग्लिश में यू कैन.
हाँ, मेल चौवनिस्ट जो बोलते हैं ना, मेल चौवनिस्ट. मेरा आई एम द बेस्ट, हमारा बेस्ट है, राइट? योर्स कम सेकेंडरी, समथिंग लाइक दैट.
I mean, like the Marathi people who are doing crime in the name of their culture is superior to us, so don't come in like that way.
Everyone, Karnataka, मैं खुद I'm blaming
Yes, sir,
people as well. So that's the thing.
Understood.
So assertion, इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Assertion of cultural or political, assertion of dominance, basically cultural and political dominance by a किससे? By a linguistic group. ये क्यों हो रहा है? एज अ रिएक्शन हो रहा है, एज अ रिएक्शन. आई टेल यू वाई इट इज हैपनिंग. कर्नाटक के पर्सपेक्टिव में मैं बताऊंगा आपको. एज अ रिएक्शन टू परसीव्ड लिंग्विस्टिक marginalization. This thing you have to know. You have to ignore the noise, ignore the sound. Linguistic marginalization हो रहा है, right? For instance, so I will tell you a personal example. मेरे village में we never visit our village. My dad is from village. My dad is the first, he was the first graduate in our entire ancestry में. So my grandma used to be a coolie in the bus stand of our village. So we came from there. तो हमारा एक specific language है, right? Now it is getting lost. Now only my dad can speak it. I cannot speak it. Right? Similar thing is happening अभी in Bangalore में. There are people from Tamil Nadu, there are people from Malayalam, ओडिया से लोग हैं, हिंदी बात करने वाले हैं, मराठी हैं, and Kannada is getting lost. So as a reaction to this linguistic marginalization, not defending anything, but pros and cons. If UPSC में ना, you never give yes or no answer. Never give it. Say the pros, say the cons. This is the right way. PT में, personality test में, and mains में तो आप yes or no तो बोल ही नहीं पाओगे. So this is the thing, right? Marathi versus Hindi tension जो MNS है, महाराष्ट्र नवनिर्माण सेना, ये anti North Indian जो, this is not from today. बाला साहेब ठाकरे के टाइम से हो रहा है, and this you will see in the this will manifest in where? In the movies and all. It is manifested in movies. You can see this, the tinge of this in movies like Sarkar and all, right? Purane movies, you can see Mithun Chakraborty. He was playing a South Indian Madrasi. उनको मद्रासी बोला जाता था. So, right? Not totally, absolutely will not go there. But ये tensions जो है ना, like these are the things. Like there are both syncretism हो रहा है, like there is traditionalism with modernism, right? And especially the central government language policies. Karnataka में it is being, Karnataka में, Tamil Nadu में it is being criticized, right? That is the thing.
So in short, it is clearly observation that they are feeling insecure, that their culture is being suppressed because of
very well summarized, very well summarized. तो कुछ ही टॉपिक से आई थिंक देन वी कैन गो टू आवर फर्स्ट आंसर. लेट्स और क्या कर सकते हैं इसमें? आई वांटेड टू टॉक अबाउट वन मोर थिंग, द यूनिटी इन डाइवर्सिटी में. ओके, सेल्फ एक्सप्लेनेटरी नेचर, patriarchy. This is a perennial topic because UPSC is very interested in women related questions. That's why पैट्रियार्की में क्या होता है, जो मेल हेड, he takes the decisions, mostly the economic decisions in his household में. But ये क्या हो रहा है, the problem is it is getting manifested in politics में, right? In workspace में it is getting manifested. It was the root. Patriarchy is the root for this. But there is something called as matrilineal exceptions भी हैं, right? There is exceptions. तो थोड़ा इसको will understand it little better, because the purpose of this class is to open up your minds, right? जो टेक्स्ट बुक में हमारे I studied in a tier 2 city का engineering college, right? But I still cracked up a very good placement in a very good MNC. But still वहाँ पे do you know how they used to teach us data structure, data structure and all, algorithms and all? My teacher used to come and open her book, and she used to read one sentence and say, समझ गए ना सब लोग? Can we go to the next sentence? That's how we were taught engineering. But it should not happen. The same thing should not happen to you guys. इसलिए जो exception जो है, matrilineal exception
Sir,
जो है, ये क्या होता है?
at least your teacher had that thing.
जी
But
जी
for mine, she didn't even came to class, and we only put attendance and go move on. That's what happening.
absolutely, that's what is happening. Absolutely, guys. So ये
Most
जो
of the particularly we can see the government aided and government colleges.
absolutely, sir.
This
Yeah.
culture is being, yeah, but I don't know what's about other places. But in Tamil Nadu, other than some reputed government institutions, all other institutions have the same typical thing.
Right, right.
Yeah.
There is one very famous college, right, in Tamil Nadu, just opposite to Marina Beach. Marina Beach, I know it's very huge, but just opposite to Marina
Sir,
Beach.
Anna University is there, I guess, right?
Yes, right. Anna
Yeah.
University.
Yes,
It's-
sir, I've seen that.
Yes, that
It was once when I was preparing for JEE, it was in top 10, I guess, for
Achha.
universities.
Achha. There is one more university, very good university.
It's Madras University.
I am from
Madras
VIT
University.
Vellore, sir. I am from VIT Vellore, and over there during COVID times, like I am being the student of COVID times only. So for me, college is just like a mobile phone and a laptop. So not much connecting with it.
Great.
So it's Madras University.
Madras University, right? That in that
Yeah.
red color building.
Yeah, of course, opposite next to DGP office.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, guys. So now, Abhi, we'll come to we understand what is patriarchy, but the term is matrimonial exception. Exception है ना, matrimonial exception. We'll understand what is matrimonial as well. Matrimonial exception to पैट्रियार्की एक एक्सेप्शन है एक्सेप्शन टू द रूल ऑफ पैट्रियार्की इंडिया में. इसमें क्या होता है, कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी है टू पैट्रियार्की. इसमें क्या हो रहा है, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन दिस, वुमेन जो हैं दे हैव द पावर इन द फैमिली, राइट, थ्रू द इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑफ मैरिज. दैट इज वुमेन चूज देयर पार्टनर्स, वुमेन folks choose, especially Meghalaya में and some part of Kerala में this is prevalent. Tribal people में, right, it is prevalent today. They choose their grooms. They can marry multiple partners. They can have multiple spouses. This is the thing. लेकिन ये exception है. This is an exception, right? Actual role क्या होता है Indian society में, right? On an average बोल रहा है. Now it has changed, right? But we have to see from on an average median perspective, है ना, median mean perspective से हमको देखना है. पैट्रियार्कल सोसाइटीज़ में रोल क्या है वुमेन folk का, a dutiful wife, a dutiful mother. बट इसमें क्या हो रहा है, वाई इट इज़ एन एक्सेप्शन, दिस इज मैट्रिलिनियल गाइस, नॉट मैट्रिलिनियल एक्सेप्शन. इसमें क्या हो रहा है, ड्यू टू मैरिज वुमेन का अथॉरिटी जो है इट इज इंक्रीज्ड विद इन दी हाउस होल्ड. दैट इज दे एक्सरसाइज सम सॉर्ट ऑफ सॉफ्ट पावर, राइट. अ रेस्पेक्टेबल वुमेन, दिस इज एन एक्सेप्शन. दे एक्सेप्शन होता है, लेकिन एक्सेप्शन टू व्हाट, पैट्रियार्की में क्या होता है, मैरिड वुमेन को जो रेस्पेक्ट मिलता है, इज्जत, मैरिड वुमेन आर रेस्पेक्टेड बाई कॉलिंग घर की बहू, राइट, घर की इज्जत, इसका एक्सेप्शन है, राइट. And getting again marriage, I think tomorrow the topic is marriage and caste system. Here marriage is shown as safe, it is shown as an honorable thing to do. Again, not I'm not interested in that वो सही क्या है गलत क्या है today's society कलयुग.
Sir, today's society is very changed. Like, honestly speaking, sir, patriarchy is become a very wider concept in my opinion. Like, I'm just giving my opinion on this, but recently, sir, I'm not seeing anywhere that patriarchy is going to get smashed anywhere in the future. Sir, especially even though women are much more empowered these days, I am not seeing any improvements, sir, personally. Uh, that's what my opinion is. But
मुझे उसमें घुसना ही नहीं है because these
हाँ
are
sir, I understand why you are not entering in that area.
these are very
I'm-
very touchy. This caste हो गया
yes sir.
very touchy
Just
subject हो
get
गया.
let's just earn marks, sir. Let's just earn marks. Like,
ठीक
just
है ठीक है. So these are the things, some things, some out of the box. We did quite a lot of research to come out of to come up with these examples, these concepts, phenomenons, and all. So these are some of the things which you can mutual read it by yourself. So quite self-explanatory. And how to use this PDF? Oh, that is very important. How you will use this PDF. See, now what is the point of attending these classes, right? You have attended these classes. We have discussed certain terms of phenomenon and all, and you will note it down in your notes and you will use them in your answers. And the examples of Swami Vivekananda envisioned India as combining spiritual collectivism, राइट दिस ऐसे टर्म्स आप इस्तेमाल करोगे, इस एग्जाम्पल को इस्तेमाल करोगे. अर्बन यूथ चूजिंग कैरियर्स, स्पाउसेस, लाइफ स्टाइल इरेस्पेक्टिव ऑफ फैमिली, कम्युनल ट्रेडिशंस, है ना, दैट मॉडर्निटी. यू विल यूज दिस एग्जाम्पल्स. दैट इज द पर्पस. इसको बहुत अच्छे से बहुत बार आप पढ़ोगे. यू विल रीड इट मेनी टाइम्स, राइट, 2 to 3 times you will read it, right? Then you will close your eyes and you will visualize the topic. So this topper Neha Nadial or someone, she says the most important thing you should do in your everyday UPSC study is consolidate what you have studied that day. Consolidated मतलब क्या होता है? We further developed it little bit. 45 minutes का at the end of the day Pomodoro, you on a timer, a stopwatch, and इसमें take a A4 sheet and write everything which you have studied every day. Active learning, right? So you do this. So this read this multiple times, visualize them, make your own examples in your mind, right? And make a 2-pager or 1-pager notes out of this. This will be your final notes next year 2026 post prelims में. You will revise these notes, right? Multiple times इसको read करना है. Don't make notes out of these notes. Multiple times revise करने के बाद चित्रा मैम will help you revision के इसमें. So that is how you should. Don't go for other materials, multiple materials, not necessary guys. This is more than sufficient. एक decent answer नहीं लिख सकते हो with this content. You can write. Don't go beyond that content and all. आपको DC बनना है ना, district collector, not book collector, right? So we will write an answer now. We have exceeded our time, but let's write an answer now very quickly. मुझे आप आंसर मत लिखो. The question, मैं क्वेश्चन बताता हूँ आपको. What you have to do, I will tell you. क्वेश्चन लिखते हैं पहले. Question is, what are the salient features of Indian society that distinguish it from other societies? Illustrate with examples. Now guys, I don't want the first part. Very easy, eh? I want it. What distinguishes Indian society from other societies? Only write this point, only the body point. I don't want the introduction, don't want the conclusion, diagrams, no. Just this one, this part. Distinguish it from other societies. Okay, guys, begin. 3 minutes में लिखते हैं, 3 minutes में, right? Begin, guys. Okay guys, time's up. इसको जल्दी you guys send it to the someone, either Chitra those who are not in the mains players group, send it to Chitra ma'am or send it to me. Other people, please send it to the mains players groups. But quickly I will say what should be the answer, the distinguishing part, right? Comparing and contrasting. How we can distinguish Indian society from other societies. I will first answer it, then let's go to your answers. First, we can take the civilizational continuity. You should use these terms, right? Civilizational continuity. बाकी के मॉडर्न कंट्रीज, मॉडर्न सोसाइटीज़ में क्या होता है, द देयर सोसाइटल ग्रोथ दे से इट इज़ लीनियर. रिनेजेंस होता है, राइट, इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन होता है, एंड देन कम्स द मॉडर्न सोसाइटी दे से. बट इंडियन सोसाइटी में इट्स बिट डिफरेंट. हमारे इंडियंस आज के सोसाइटी ना, द रूट्स it traces its roots to ancient civilization. जैसे इंडस वैली हो गया, वैदिक कल्चर हो गया, बुद्धिस्ट ट्रेडिशन हो गया, एंड इवन इन्वेडर्स के मुगल्स के आर्किटेक्चर हो गया, मुगल्स के क्यूजिन्स हो गया. दैट इज while these western societies they boast about linear progress, इंडियन सोसाइटी जो है, वी आर ब्लेंडिंग मॉडर्निटी विथ एंशियंट wisdom, right? So you'll write like this, and you will give examples, right? What examples you will give? Yoga blending क्या हो रहा है? Yoga and Ayush, Ayurveda is thriving alongside AI and space tech. Good example. ठीक है. Then again, caste based stratification, right? Varna jati system, we'll be doing it when we are doing the caste system. जो 100% it has been challenged, or it is, let's write it, caste based stratification. Again, I don't want to get into that merit wala debate. Caste based stratification, it has decreased. caste based violence जो हो रहा है, decrease हो रहा है. rigidity जो है वो decrease हो रहा है, because it is challenged by affirmative action. But this caste based stratification itself आज भी है, NCRB data proves it, आज भी है. It is found only in the Indian subcontinent mostly, at least the volume जो है, right, the frequency जो है, it is being practiced, so it is found only in the Indian subcontinent, right? And most importantly, this is not found anywhere. The spiritual integration in daily life, right? इन वेस्टर्न सोसाइटीज़ में क्या हो रहा है, दैट a rigid separation between the government and the church जो हो रहा है, द वेस्टर्न सेक्युलरिज्म. इंडिया में ऐसे नहीं है. वी प्रैक्टिस सर्व धर्म संभव, equal respect for all faiths, vasudev kutumbakam, like, right? That is right. We are contrasting, right? We are contrasting, we are quite different. We can distinct ourselves like this. Further, the joint family system, right? The collectivism, Indian society is collectivism, right? We sacrifice for the goodwill of others. Western society, they focus on individualism, individualistic societies होते हैं, multiculturalism, ethnic diversity, 22 official languages, where you can find it, right? What happened to Europe? Europe was like us. They had such diversity, France speaking, German speaking. Abhi now they are separated, right? Balkanization has happened, tolerance and syncretism, right? It is rare, right? We have observed itna tolerant है. We have observed the Persian art, We have observed the British institutions, right? Philosophical worldview, philosophical worldview, right? That like karma, like dharma, like moksha. This is shaping what our, it is shaping our moral behavior, day to day behavior. It is shaping our ethical behavior. It is shaping our social conduct. That is why I don't care. They say I don't care about religions, but they say the Hindu way of life. They say again nothing religious. So like non-materialistic in nature. अभी बदल रहा है, but we still have this in our society. We can still locate this in our society, right? And we have rationalism as well in our society. We are materialistic as well, right? So these are some of the when you are writing ethics paper, or as a matter of fact any UPSC papers, so you have to use such dynamic examples. You have to fetch for them. So if you ask me, basically UPSC mains is of comprises of two skill sets. One is your understanding. When you understand a subject like this, you can write brilliant answers for difficult questions. Second is data mining. You have to mine for data. You have to mine for examples. Okay, now let us go to your answers and let us check it out. And after that, jaldi karke, we have a very interesting final activity आज के लिए. Okay, let's see. Great. These are all different. Tribal uniqueness, wonderful. Andaman and Nicobar, right? Supremacy of caste, SA, patriarchy, priority to school education, agricultural society, wonderful. ठीक है. Let's see साहिल सर ने क्या लिखे हैं. Okay, most of Indians still prefer to live with parents and in a joint family after marriage, which is mostly exactly point wise में लिख सकते थे, bullet points में. Good, the joint family system, right? Indians know their roots very well, so celebrate occasion with them in a well mannered. Holi, Diwali, Eid, Bakrid, Christmas, etc. Diversity in religion is very common. Fine, good. This is Adarsh sir. Good. The structure ऐसे होना चाहिए यूपीएससी में. Whenever rule of thumb है, heuristics है, whenever there is a question asking UPSC question asking you to compare or contrast something, draw a line, draw a table. It will pleases the evaluator like anything, right? Indian society, Western society, emphasis on community interdependence, right? Individualistic in nature, right? Joint family, nuclear family, traditional arrangement, right? Mostly, right? Society is secular, deeply. Wonderful, others, wonderful, very good. So this is why we write in front of everyone, live answer writing, right? Next, let's see, Manasa. Multilingual, wonderful. Good. Multi-religious and secular state. Multi-religious yet secular state, good. State intervenes only to the supporting level, okay. Landholding of children until and even after they succeed, which are good, right? Okay, very good, Manasa. Akash sir, dekhte what he has written. Again, good, nice structure. I can look at it, thoda, right? Okay, fine. The caste system, which is very unique. Okay, accommodative secularism, very nice use of term. Accommodative secularism, good. Attaching religion with nature, wow, very good. Worshipping, but kahan kar rahe hai, like okay, I don't want to get into that. Theory of, okay, good. Unity in diversity, although, and kahan, this is one thing we might feel that ye nahi ho raha hai, kahan ho raha hai, but still you have to write it, okay. It will fetch you good marks. Unity in diversity, although linguistic religion, good. Balance between individualism, very good answers, well prepared. Pranshu. Joint families, good. In spite of urbanization and industrialization, still exist in India, okay. Religion, coexistence of, good. intercaste marriages, love jihad controversy, interreligion. Okay, no, good. This is a good example. You have to write it. Panchayat Raj. There is the existence of leaders from local communities, unlike other societies. This is quite prevalent in the USA, right? Local leaders and all. Okay, but good. Indian society shows tolerance. Good. Okay. Bhagat. Nice, nice, nice. What is this? Indian society, European society, joint family system. Okay, okay. Although I want to look at this structure, it looks good. Okay, very good. Nice. Although modernized, we can still see joint family system. No joint family is prevalent nahi hai, right? New nuclear families, good diversity is Indian diversity figure. This is the learning here. Whenever you are drawing a diagram, figure और figure किसके बारे में है? Figure monsoon in India. Figure regionalism in India. You have to show like that. Good, good. I think there is another page. Religious diversity, having 6 of the major religions. Good. So all this information you can find in NCRTs. Village economy, very good. Although developed, we can still find village economy. Agriculture is a key. Healthcare, Ayurvedic assimilation with modern medicines, right? Do you know, guys, what's his name? Liver doctor, Dr. Abbey. We'll get into that debate some other day. But now the interesting part. Very good, guys. Very good. You are all written very mature answers, good answers. But now we have to, let's open up. Now you guys will talk. There was a video. I'll show the video. You can watch it later. But मैं दिखाऊंगा कौन सा video है.
Sir, I had to leave for some work. Can I leave? So
Sure,
class,
sure,
I
sure,
guess,
sir.
is
This will
over.
be recorded and you will get it, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay, sir. I have joined the course. So, sir, I will be joining the group and I will sending the answer.
ठीक है, sir. ठीक है, sir. ठीक है, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
for your time, sir. Thank you.
Good night, sir. Good night.
Good night. The topic is, now we will have a debate. Now we will have a very good debate. You guys can talk. You can take pro and con sides ले सकते हो आप. The debate is, there was a video, Veer Das, 2 Indias. There was a debate, right? He went to US and you watch it. Very, very interesting. I don't support anyone, right, left, center. ठीक है? But this was interesting. तो इसके बारे में, if we debate about it, we can understand a lot of things about India. So topic is, we are debating now. You can take sides and debate. The topic is Veer Das's two, तो I think इसका बैटरी लो है, 2 Indias, right? ये मोनोलॉग था. He delivered it in 2021 Washington DC में. तो ये क्या बोलते हैं basically? I will summarize what he said. You might agree, you might disagree, offend हो सकते हो, but as it is an internal, it is an internal debate, but we can have this debate. He said that I come from India. There are 2 types of Indias, he says. I come from an India where we worship.
Yes, sir. I have seen that, sir. I have seen that. It's a stand-up comedy, right?
Right, sir.
Not
Right,
wrong.
sir. Right, sir. We worship women during the day and gang rape them at the night. Right. I come from an India. I take pride being vegetarian, but he was referencing to that farm law. He was referencing to the farm law riots and all. Right. We cannot say riots. The protest and all. A leader ran over a farmer through his car. Right. But yes, we run over our farmers who grow our vegetables. Right. We come from an India which has the largest working population, demographic dividend, largest working population under 30, but we still listen to 75-year-old leaders with 150-year-old ideas. So again, I'm saying I'm not left, right, or center. There was a political leader. He said that JNU के colleges के dustbins में condoms मिलते हैं. So right, this is what he was referencing this to. So now let's come without getting into this charged debate. हमारे UPSC में क्या important है? We'll understand why this topic is important. This is touching on UPSC syllabus topics like gender violence. It is touching on communalism, it is touching on politics, media, sexuality, and more. And backlash was immense. इसके लिए. So I don't support any of them. The debate is now you guys tell me. Are there firstly two Indias? Everyone knows, we cannot deny it. There are two Indias, rural India, urban India तो है ही. But my question is, this satire itself, ये satire है या slander है? That is what I'm asking is it good? Now understand the context, right? International level issue हो गया, right? Just 1 second, Siddharth ji. International issue हो गया, right? Is delivering this even though however true NCRB data, the government data supports all these claims, however true, but on an international global platform आप इंडिया की बारे में negative you're talking. This is exactly what some will not go there again. So what do you guys think, pros and cons, this satire as social commentary होना चाहिए? Pro, is it right or is it con? This is the debate. Okay, please Siddharth, you were asking something, please.
Actually, I wanted to just comment on this, that this is purely slander towards the country.
Okay.
And I totally agree with that. We have two Indias, but getting on an international platform and just using your satire and commercializing and defaming your country is not at all acceptable in any way.
Okay. Because we can.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So what Siddharth ji is saying, ये global perception भी matter करता है. Now you guys, if you're actively using social media like X, you can see the racism towards Indian. Again, I won't go कि हम लोग क्या गलत कर रहे हैं, विल नॉट गो देयर, बट रेसिज्म इज बैड. जो हो रहा है हमारे इंडियंस की परसेप्शन जो है, इट हैज़ टेकन नोस डाइव, हम प्लमेट हो गया है, हम बोल सकते हैं. इसलिए ग्लोबल परसेप्शन मैटर्स. जैसे इंटरनेशनल परफॉर्मेंसेस में इट एक्चुअली शेप्स फॉरेन व्यूज ऑन इंडिया. दिस इज द यूपी, दीज थिंग्स यू विल बी राइटिंग इन द यूपीएससी आंसर्स. सो ऐसे इंटरनेशनल परफॉर्मेंसेस इट विल shape foreign views of India. तो some can say ये slander हो सकता है, right? Any other let's talk only about the cons. इसको criticize करते हैं. That is what we are saying is this satire as national defamation, or if you are having any other points, dimensions, you can say. Okay, go ahead guys.
So only cons, or I can say pros also.
Now let us write 3-4 cons, then let us go to the pros.
So I feel that the main problem here was that he particularly mentioned India, but all the problems he mentioned was about the world. If we talk about the crimes against women or the democracy, so most of the countries are facing these issues.
Right.
Not just about India. And if we are talking about crime rates against women, that official, I guess it's lesser than US.
Right. But I would it is reported less in India again. But good point. Let us further explore what Pranshu ji said. Pranshu ji was saying we can say this is selective narratives. That is yes, सब जगह हो रहा है यार, everywhere that you go to some places like Boston and all, the drug pandemic is so much, you will find drug zombies over there, right? Punjab maybe you can find हालांकि, but everywhere it is there, right? Crimes against women, as Pranshu said, everywhere it is there. Why you are singling out India, right? Selective narrative क्यों कर रहे हो, right? But and selective narrative करने से what exactly you are doing is you are ignoring yes others, just a minute, ignoring the actual progress. That क्या क्या progress हुआ है? The UPI phenomenon, UPI revolution which we have brought is phenomenal for such a huge population in India, right? The digital inclusion, the poverty, the phenomenal poverty reduction we have done. You're ignoring this by doing this selective narrative. This could be the second criticism of this satire. Adarsh ji, please go ahead.
Sir, basically, what my perspective is that India should be focusing on its own self-reliance and development rather than having a global stance and having perspectives of other nations. Just like China does, it majorly focus on his own development rather than focusing on what world says about him.
What they call this Atmanirbhar.
Yes, sir. Atmanirbharta means as we know that today we know that data is a new fuel for them,
Right.
especially when it comes to West. And Chinese model is something what I find that they secure their data by anyhow,
Right. Sir.
And they are good in their development, sir. So I prefer that at some instance we can follow their model.
Right. Ji sir, I got it.
So that
I got it, sir.
yes, sir.
So one more thing. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, sir. Yes, shall I, sir?
Please, sir.
Am I
Please
audible?
go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Yes. So what I'm trying to say is satire is acceptable, sir, but critical demolition, like he's completely demolishing things. His speeches were being critically criticizing the government.
Okay.
That's acceptable, but outside India is literally not acceptable. So that's as I'm not wrong, that Siddharth sir said, I think.
Ji.
Okay, he is completely what he's doing is shaming India
Right.
in an international platform. That's literally unacceptable because every country, as I'll accept with Pranshu, yes, every country is having the same typology. Whether if America have some problem,
Right.
like use of drugs, same India to also have. When with respects to rapes,
Right.
even African nations are having more rapes than India.
Right.
But on a whole, we are having these things. But in an international platform, we shouldn't criticize as like this.
Correct.
Criticism is acceptable, but at most criticism with respect to defaming our country, it is like defaming our own mother.
Correct.
Yeah, that's what, sir.
Wonderful, sir.
So
Ji, ma'am.
one more aspect is that obviously I just no one can just straightly tell this, but so this is a fact that traditionally the crimes were not so prevalent in India, and it was all because of the invasions which happened in India. If we talk about the Ghungat Pratha and all the evils of the society, Sati Pratha, so they do not belong to India traditionally. They were bought by the invaders.
Do you guys agree with this?
No, sir, not at all.
Sir, I have
No, sir, not at all, sir.
So Ghungat or Sati Pratha has came, I guess, basically I will be focusing on Sati Pratha. I think that is totally dependent on economic reactions of the society. In 12th or 13th century, that is can be seen more prevalent over there in that time.
Sati Pratha.
Yes, sir.
I think, if I'm not wrong, the first instance of Sati Pratha happened in Iran, in MP, and we have I don't remember the name, I'm really sorry. We have the inscription as well to support this, if I'm not wrong.
Excuse me, sir.
Please, sir, go ahead.
Akash and Manasa has raised their hands.
Please, Manasa, go ahead, then we'll take Akash.
Sir, though there were many incidents taking place, but the government is also acting in order to stop them, like making dish app and emergency alert and all the monitoring while people are going off. So many steps have been taken to support and to avoid such situations. But while explaining how India is showing second phase, he must have also highlighted what steps India has been taking as the second phase. I feel like though he also belonged to Indian society where he already saw like many not only positives exist in every society. There are also negatives in every society, not only in Indian society. But uh, he must have also shown the other phases, like how parents are teaching their children nowadays to be careful while going out, and also how government is handholding all of us in every situation. Like in things of farmers also, government is taking many steps to support them. And if the policy is wrong, that means they have also thought about that policy, the three formulas, etc. So I'm saying that uh, I also I support with my co-aspirant, but I feel that he should have shown the second phase, which the government is also working towards itself.
Great. I highlight the good stuff what the government is doing. Wonderful. Very good, Manasaji. Akash ji, you want to go ahead?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like, what he mentioned? Like he mentioned, like we, the term he used the we. Yeah, like we worship in woman in day, or like we use like rape in the night. Didn't don't accept the term we here because it brings the perception like the whole India is like that, and accept the term other what he said in the global stage. I accept all the things he said, sir, because because India, like two Indias are exist actually, because the development, I think, is mostly limited to the like the corners of the metropolitan cities. Like we know Mumbai is have skyscrapers and development. At the same time, in the beside that we have Dharavi slum, world's largest slum. We have Dharavi slum, and yes, it brings international pressure when we say it in the global stage, I think. And it's a true democracy to allow the citizens to express their dissent. Yes, sir.
Democracy means dissent. Wonderful. So now Akash he has brought us towards the pros. So I will say the pros first. Then you guys can go ahead. If you have any pros at all, you can go ahead. मुझे क्या लगता है ना? मुझे नहीं लगता है, but I'm just giving pros. So I'm not nowhere in this debate. So don't hold me accountable for anything. Satire is not disrespect. Rather, it's a ऐसे क्वेश्चन हो सकता है. It's a tool for civic introspection. So I will say my arguments. Satire as social commentary. It is historically used. Historically, example ले सकते हैं to challenge power. To challenge power. The greatest satirist, one of the first greatest satirists, Charlie Chaplin, comedian. He used satire to challenge the power. You can see YouTube में है the great dictator. Of course, you know who he was challenging that time. And if फोसे है ना, freedom of speech and expression, right? It is protected under article without abusing, right? You are satiring, you are criticizing, right? Article 19, because we are doing this because pros and cons दोनों लिखना है आंसर में, right? That is why we are doing it. And इस pros का भी criticism हो सकता है, उस cons का भी criticism हो सकता है आगे. But and as Akash said, this duality is real, guys. Real है ना? Real को बोलने में क्या दिक्कत है, right? India maybe we rank high in global tech innovation में नहीं कर रहे, but लिखने के लिए global high tech innovation में हम rank high कर रहे, but even that gender based violence statistics of NCRB don't lie. So we can, yes, you will use these terms, that is cognitive. We are suffering. Are we suffering? I'm not saying we are suffering. I'm rather asking, are we suffering from cognitive dissonance? Right? Contradictory चीज़ें हैं इंडिया में, and until and unless we understand this or internalize this cognitive, otherwise we'll psychological disease नहीं है, lacuna, cognitive dissonance हो सकता है, right? We can, as a society, we can go into that depression, we can go into that stress. ये हो रहा है आज, this is happening today. That is pride in a democracy, pride in our culture versus intolerance towards dissent. Again, enrich करने के लिए आपके answers को we are talking about all these things. But and one more important thing, they say, again I will use the term, don't mind me, गोदी मीडिया जो बोलते हैं, right? इसको आज जो हो रहा है patriotism, performative patriotism, you'll be using these terms, these are good terms. Performative patriotism जो हो रहा है, displaying nationalism को display कर रहे हो आप, but without engaging, you're forgetting your civic responsibility. The leaders are forgetting about the constitutional morality, right? ये सारी चीज़ भी हैं when you talk about these things. And cons में हमने बात किया तो right, public जो क्या हुआ, what happened after this, an FIR was filed, and now what is in what is it, ताने की रिक्शा कुणाल कामरा, तो अभी पौंडीचेरी कैसे जाओ. So if you know all those things, it's funny, tragic rather more than funny. moral panic नहीं, the public reaction जो मिल रहा है, ठीक है, it is wrong guys. Don't defame your country, spread the proud things about your country, spread love about your country. When you're foreign land, you are the representative of your country, right? But you can you can criticize your country as well, because आपका देश है, it's your country, right? moral panic जो हो रहा है ना, public reaction जो आ रहा है, जो क्यों आ रहा है, they are perceiving threat. FIR क्यों फाइल हो रहा है, एंड धमकी क्यों मिल रहा है, दैट मैम चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ न्यू दिल्ली, शी सेड, कुणाल कामरा आके तो देखे, दिल्ली आके तो देखे. देन द न्यूज़ एंकर सेज दैट मैम यू आर होल्डिंग अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल पोस्ट, यू शुड नॉट टॉक लाइक दैट. देन उनका मुंह बहुत छोटा हो जाता है, राइट? दिस थ्रेट टू, व्हाई दिस इज हैपनिंग, मोरल पैनिक क्यों हो रहा है व्हेन यू आर क्रिटिसाइजिंग द रियलिटी आप बता रहे हो, बिकॉज देयर इज अ थ्रेट टू सोसाइटल नॉर्म्स. This is the reason, right? And cultural nationalism.
Sir, I want to highlight a quote by a judgment. I think it's in Rajasthan High Court, I think.
Okay.
Like the court stated, like the dissent should meet with discussion, not with criminalization.
Wonderful. This applies everywhere, right? The linguistic nationalism जो हो रहा है सब है ना, dissent should dissent with debate. This should happen. And और एक चीज़ बताता हूँ आपको, the most important thing, the negatives बात कर रहे थोड़ा, because you will write these terms, these are very important terms. Media polarization जो हो रहा है, राइट? दिस सैटारिकल क्रिटिक्स जो हैं, ये इसको क्या कर रहे हैं, वो चेंबर में बैठते हैं, उस स्टूडियो में बैठते हैं, एंड ब्रिंग प्रोस एंड कॉन्स, एंड दे बैश द पीपल हु आर अगेंस्ट दैट. गोदी मीडिया के बारे में बात करो, दोनों साइड को मैं क्रिटिसाइज कर रहा हूँ. तो इसमें क्या हो रहा है, दे आर क्रिएटिंग इको चेंबर्स. अगेन अ गुड वर्ड, इको चेंबर्स मतलब यू आर टॉकिंग, डिस्कसिंग, एंड यू आर फॉस्टरिंग डायलॉग ओनली विच यू लाइक. एक ही चीज के बारे में बात करो जो आप लाइक करो. इफ समवन क्रिटिसाइज यू, देन गया, राइट? देन अर्नब गोस्वामी विल कम एंड स्टार्ट शाउटिंग. सो रादर एको चेंबर्स बिल्ड कर रहे हो, मीडिया में पोलराइजेशन हो रहा है, रादर देन बिल्डिंग, रादर देन फॉस्टरिंग डायलॉग, राइट? डायलॉग से सम थिंग्स कैन बी सॉल्व. सो I think we can end it here, today's class. So you'll be getting PDF. Yes, please go ahead, sir.
Yes, I have a doubt.
Yes, sir.
If I'm not wrong, you mentioned it in tolerance in the given note.
Okay.
You said about the Satyameva Jayate.
Right.
That's a talk show, right?
Right. Of Amir Khan.
Yeah, it was. Can we quote like this, sir? It's a television series. Whether the examiner should have or shouldn't have seen that. How can we write that example, sir?
You should write this example. You should write examples like this. You should not see. You're writing this. What is this example? This is an example of a public show. It was a positive show, it was a positive example, you can write it. You should not, lot of statistics which you write in your answers, lot of concepts which you will write, most of the things the examiners won't be knowing, some of the things, so you should not care about that.
Okay, sir, but that's what I'm worrying, sir. You said like you shouldn't write a answer that whether you shouldn't write about the thing which the examiner shouldn't know. We cannot write regional things like I shouldn't write whatever happened in my locality. That shouldn't be. It should be a research based or something. It should be published somewhere, right? So that's why I'm asking, sir.
Absolutely, it was a very famous show for good reasons, and it was infamous as well.
Yeah.
So you can use such examples. You can use example of Kaun Banega Crorepati. This was on the lines of that only. It was as famous as KBC, Satyameva Jayate.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. So guys, I hope it was a good session. Do you guys have any questions, any queries, suggestions, etc.? Otherwise, we can. Akash ji, please go ahead.
Sir, that's it, sir. Another thing I want to mention is in any mature democracy, dissent was allowed. I think we can see the maturity of democracy when we allow the dissent. I think, sir.
Right.
This can be seen in the United States.
Right, sir. Okay, guys. So you have my number. You're in the mains group as well. Shoot any questions if you guys have. Otherwise, we'll meet again in the next few classes, and we will be sharing.
Sir, I have one more request from my side.
Ji.
Yeah. Please give some. Is it good for giving marks or answers?
Because I specifically didn't give marks to the answers because it was you didn't write the body. You wrote only the body, not the introduction and conclusion. That's why I didn't give. But there are some assignments.
Okay.
We want you to attend the assignments from the PDF. You write it and we will give the marks for it.
Okay, that will be good.
Okay, guys. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys. Good night. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.